Welcome back to another episode of Look What Just Found. Today is episode 405. And boy, do I got a good one for you today. Now, let me see. If you see penny wrappers like this at your bank, right, that they give you, there's a good chance, in my opinion, that, there's going to be more copper in it and maybe some older pennies. These are typically what you get at the bank, or if you go to buy penny rolls at Walmart or at the dollar store, or what have you. They look like this, not like this. These are, in my experience, are older penny wrappers. Now, if you look at my little collection of penny rolls here for my videos, you'll notice most of them are those older, the newer penny wrappers like this. These are not, these are rarer. I get these less and less, maybe one out of every, 20, unless you get lucky and somebody brings like a whole group of them to the bank for whatever reason. And oh boy, see, it's tight. They're not coming out right. Whoa. Oh, I told you, mostly copper. All right, old copper, old looking copper. All right. See, we can line these up a little bit better. This is what I want to see, just like this. Somebody's piggy bank. We got somebody's piggy bank here. All right. The first one, I think this is going to be zinc, though. Just a little closer. Yeah. Let me get a little closer to this phone. I think that's what's going on. When you do content creation, there's so many things that come into play. Obviously, you want to have the best. Interesting. Most likely a collar error, right? And you can see how, let me get my little pointer. You can see how there's a problem with the collar because of it's not aligned correctly. But then you also have this little notch, which is really, really cool. See, I would spend, for a penny like this, I'll hold on to this penny. For a penny like this, I would spend some time to find out the specific error this is. I would, because even though it's very small, this might be the type of error that somebody wants to buy, and the penny's in great condition. It's a 1970, which I think the 70 comes in small and large date also. Yeah, this is nice. Excuse me. I was doing some plumbing work at my cousin's yesterday, and he has animals in his house, and see this edge, I would have thought it was copper. Very copper looking penny. It has to do with the strike, though. Look how flat the rim is, which of course does not explain why the rim is so wide. Interesting. That is a really, really nice that's a really wide rim. Anyway, it just acted up or aggravated my 92, aggravated my allergies a little bit. Wide AM, we're looking for the close AM on the 92. .66. Right from this distance, unless that's damaged, which it could be because I could see next to the rim there's some marks going on. But if that's not damaged, that looks like extra thickness. Some of the elements here the letters look raised, even like I said, even from this distance. But I have a pretty good memory about what. Let's look closer before I get into all that. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna look through the loop. Well, let's put it like this: the penny's dirty, and there are some other interesting aspects of the other letters. So I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna clean this one, and then I have about 200 or 300, probably close to 300 pennies in the mineral spirits jar, and 81D. Let me look at that D real quick. That's gonna be woof. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might have to put like get a fan behind me or something, even outside, with the mineral spirits, because even like just being next to them gets me a little. I don't like that to even smell it. It bothers me. 88. It's a beautiful 88. All right, let's see. We got the flare G. I have to go a little closer. I'm actually gonna have to look at this through the loop, I think. Nah. You could really tell if you look at the 93 FG, you can really tell the difference. So it's very obvious. So if you're like, oh, I wonder, the good chance it's not an FG, because it's like I said, like if you look at the 89, you could just, it kind of jumps out at you. See, these 68s, for some reason, so many of them have that little notch right there in the top loop of the 8. It's so common. That B looks interesting, doesn't it? Looks kind of blocky. Another 93. I wonder I can't remember what the newest, another 92. I'm going to put to the side the newest penny we find. I don't think it's a 92. Oh, it has a beautiful tone to it. It's a beautiful 82. I just wanted to look at it off the camera. Almost like a pearlescent. It's a beauty. Feels like copper. 76. Misaligned die. I mean, you can see the line goes behind the column and comes back out. So it looks like a die clash. I'm pretty sure it is. See, it comes right there, it comes in, it goes behind the column, comes back out. And it looks like this. It also goes this way. And maybe something over here. I just don't know why the dock marks always have to be by wherever you think an error is. You know what I mean? It's just one of those odd coincidences. What year is it? 76. You might even have little lines here. Oh, you see, it goes into the jacket. Watch this line right here. So it's probably most likely a die clash. A weak die clash. This one has a nice texture. Another 93. It looks, let me see what this one is. I'm going to put it to the side. I'm going to put this 92 to the side. We found quite a few 92s today. White AM. All right, so this one we're going to put here to see if what the newest one is, because I can't recall maybe a newer one than 92. Maybe we did have 93. We had a 93, I remember. I kind of cannot remember if we had like a 96 or 7 or 8. I don't remember looking for white AMs. But we have enough of the row left, I think, for a good 85. That would be something if the 93 is the newest penny in this penny row. 89. That would tell you how, and it's funny how it matches, right? It matches the penny roll, like I was talking about at the beginning of the video. When I see those, like, I don't want to call them exotic. I don't think exotic's the right word, but rarer to find penny wrappers. Oh, it's 60. All right. I do not. I must have put so many 60s in penny wrappers. Now I hold on to them. I don't know. I might have to go through all my old pennies. That'll take a while. If ever I was to sell them, I would have to, put down 61 to 81. Only 20 years, right? Of the Lincoln cent copper that I'd have to mark that down because there would be no 59s. I put all those to the side. And now I'm putting all the 60s to the side, and then I put all the 82s to the side. So there would be no 82s in any of my penny rolls that I sold. Oh, that's a beauty. What a toner. That's really, really lovely. There would be no 59s, no 60s, and no 82s. So I'd have to let people know that, you know. Okay, here's the 93. That's a beauty. All right. That's amazing. If 93 is the earliest, we're talking about what? 30, 30, 32 years ago? Oh, it's a shame. Oh, wow. Well, from a distance, depending on what angle, it looks like it has doubling, extra thickness, separation, whatever. I have to look at this under the loop. I'll be right back. Yeah, Liberty's beautiful. Definitely worth a little restoration. Oh, I should have looked at the back while I had it there. If that's a die clash, that's some die clash. Let me look at that too. Yeah, it is. Now this line is part of a die clash here. Um, I think this is too, but I can't really tell because it's kind of dark like the rest of the dirt is. See this one here, you can see the reflection of the angle. Nice, very nice. A lot of 92s. I think they stopped collecting these pennies in wide AM. In real wide AM. Look at that space. In 93, which is why you see so many 92s, right? Usually the year, you'll see more pennies from the previous year in the year that you're in. Wow. If it wasn't for the condition, just not going to deal with that. The error is not good enough. I mean, I could just throw it into the jar with the mineral spirits. It's not going to hurt it or anything. I just have so many pennies in that jar. I actually need the pennies are going over the mineral spirit line. So I actually need to put more mineral spirits in it because I want it to fully, cover. Oh, look at this. Look at the surface. See, that's incorrect. The way that surface looks like that, that's not normal. Probably a polished dye. Assuming it's a polished dye. Just make sure we don't have a flare G. No. The reverse doesn't have it. The reverse has the lines just going straight up and down. But this one has it cross hatched. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. $19.90. Yeah, I got a boo boo. I just noticed that. That shows on the. Yeah, I got a little bit of a boo boo yesterday, hitting the, doing the work with my cousin, like I said before. Episode 405, excuse me, episode 406, in case I didn't mention it before, in case anybody's interested in knowing that, detail. How cool that is. I wonder if that's a blister or something else. It's very straight, and it looks like there's another one, a second one closer to the rim. That's interesting. All right, so 93 is our earliest. So it looks like we got ourselves a 32-year-old penny roll, or pennies that were stopped being collected, little animal hairs, in 1993. I mean, to me, that amazes me. Those are hairs, right? See the line right there? Let me see if it moves. Yeah, it moved. It's alive. And these are the penny rolls that you're most likely to find errors. Unsearched. Somebody's pennies that they had from years and years and years ago. And 94. Okay, we have a newer year. So 31 years ago. Okay, so we can get rid of that 93. 94. So that amazes me that you can go to the bank, or that I went to the bank and I got something that was, I'm going to have to look at this. I'll be right back. I looked at this reverse, and when I saw it, I said, wow, that reverse looks kind of interesting. And then when I looked at the FG from this distance also looked interesting. I don't see the, it's hard for me to even, I don't know why it's not, there it goes. It looks like it might have the serif going up and down, but it's so fat and big. I don't see a crosslet though. I'm gonna pause and get the other 83 so we could compare it. But that is, the reverse looks very interesting to me, and that G looks super huge. I'll be back. So there's a reason the FG looks interesting on this. It's because this is an 83 and not an 88. Okay, so I'm looking through the pennies, and I'm going, where's the 89? And I'm going, wait, hold on a second, aren't we looking at 83? Then I came back and I'm like, I know that the 83, there isn't a very odd penny that it's in copper and it's like only one was ever found. It's $1 million penny. So that was not it. What an interesting reverse this has. So I'm glad I paused the videos now to do like my off camera stuff. That way I don't. So here's an 89. Let's look at the FG. Boom. So obvious the difference. As soon as I see it, even from the distance, look at that strong serif going up and down. And then, does it have a crosslet? It has a slight crosslet in the middle. It's almost like another serif than a crosslet. A crosslet's like on the 4 or the F. It's a very strong line. So that's more like a serif. So it has a serif going up and down and a serif going on the inside of the G. But like I say, even from a distance, it's like, oh, that's different. You can see the straight line. The 88 has a very the bottom of the G is very round. It's not straight at all. Okay, so I just want to make that observation with you. Quite a bit of copper we have here. Sometimes it's difficult to grab the pennies with these rubber gloves on, or with fingers. Another 83. Oh, wow. Let's see if we can get a little closer to that. I'll look at it under the loop. From this distance, it looks like a pretty obvious die clash. It could, let me look at it. Hold on. I say obvious die clash because there's a chance that's what it is. But I have to say that looking at the rest of the surface of the penny, and even like it almost kind of reminds me or looks like just that the inside of the base just has some um, anomalous textures, and this could be that because it really doesn't look like anything from the other side of the penny to me. I'm not saying it is or isn't, but I'm just saying it could be just um, a surface texture pattern. Anyway, if it is a die clash, it's weak and it doesn't really look like much to me. Oh, we got a 62. I'm gonna stay close. So I was gonna zoom out a bit. As long as I'm here. The last 2 pennies are both copper. So let's just look at a little close-up detail of the details. Is this the oldest one we found today? No, we found this. We found the 1960. Maybe this will be our thumbnail. It has nice details. I got really good at doing those thumbnails, man. I mean, not there's certain things that I don't know how to do yet. Um, like I don't know how to do objects um, and import them onto the picture. But I have learned how to use the programs to a certain degree where I know how to erase the background of what I search. You can search for stuff for thumbnails, and anyway, I find that stuff pretty interesting now. I see that on the B. Whatever it is, it's weak. All right. Very good. We had a lot of copper today. If you want to take a little quick look. And off camera, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 plus this feels like about 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 plus 9 is 22. 22 doubled is 44. 44% silver. That's silver. 44% copper. That's tremendous. Very, very good. That's episode 406. I will see you in episode 407.